Blade and Sorcery is a must-buy for your Oculus Quest. It has great graphics, fun physics, and a really good combat system. However, one day, while piercing the heart of an unarmed man with a sword engulfed in flames, I found myself asking questions like, is this game too violent? How can I make it less violent? And is it wrong to imagine that every single one of these enemies has a family that loves them and cares about them, but still nay-naying them in the worst, most brutal way possible? And all of these are challenging and thought-provoking questions for the average Oculus user. And the solution I came up with to solve this senseless violence is actually very simple. Combat sports, specifically MMA. I decided that the most humane way to play the game was only using non-lethal martial arts techniques. And to test this new playstyle, I wanted to complete the map Greenland on the hardest difficulty in maximum length. I would be limited to techniques such as the good old-fashioned punch, the front kick, the flying front kick, stomping, grappling, and last but definitely not least, the ancient Cuban technique known as the Yoel Romero dick jab. And believe it or not, all of these are sanctioned moves by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for MMA. And without any more dilly-dallying, I started up my game. I started off by getting rid of any non-sanctioned weapons. I even had to say bye to my favorite. I then grabbed a bottle of Hennessy for health, made sure I didn't have any cheats on. I was now ready for the most humane playthrough possible. And upon loading in, I decided it would be best for me to scream into the fucking ocean to hype myself up. Here is actually where I spotted my first two scoundrels. Since there was two, I figured my best option would be to sneak up behind the first one and fucking throw her as far as I could, so I could beat the shit out of the other one. I tried kicking this woman multiple times, but as you can see here, she hits me twice. Not a good start. I eventually whoop her ass and make my way down into a cave. I spot my next foe around this corner, and luckily for me, he starts walking into the stairs like a fucking idiot, and I decide this is a perfect time to ankle pick this motherfucker. As you can see, this man actually displayed some incredible fucking takedown defense and actually just kept walking. And this is where things start getting a little dicey. People start fucking spawning in out of nowhere. That guy just phased through a door, and this guy came behind me. They fucking mollywalked his ass. And luckily for me, the man with the red hair actually does a Superman punch directly into my right hook, killing him instantly. It's at this point that I start to fucking panic, and I just start using this man as a meat shield. And this girl just says, fuck it, and starts hitting him. Now I'm like fucking one hit, so I decide to take a sip of my Hennessy to heal up. And then I'm back on the road.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
And here I actually showcase a textbook ankle pick. And this woman around the corner was completely oblivious, so I decided to hit her with my hardest jab straight combo. I come across this room with two men in it, and I try to ambush them by jumping down from this rope, but I'm spotted. Luckily for me, their AI doesn't seem to know how stairs work. This man actually completely forgot I was even fucking down. And he paid dearly. And here I'm absolutely kicking ass, alright? But something a little funny happens. Now, what was that, you might be asking? Well, that was actually my sister running into my room and turning off my fucking light, completely fucking ruining my tracking and crashing the game. And the second attempt begins. This run was actually going pretty well until it wasn't. I started getting fucked up by these two women, and I tried to flee. Now, when I tried to flee, the old Hennessy bottle was empty. So, and so began the third run. Now, it may not look like it, but my encounter with this man actually foreshadowed the death of this run.
What's this?
I'll kill you.
And at this point, I'm fucking people up. I even stopped to do a little fucking dance. But I end up making one huge fucking mistake. That is right. I slammed this man so fucking hard into the wall that the game just fucking crashed. And so began attempt 4. Everything seems to be going well until I guess I didn't realize how much fucking health I had. And
What's this? You will regret this.
Boy, regret that I did, because I have to start attempt number 4. And I actually end up getting completely fucked up at the very beginning of this run, so I gotta bust out the Hennessy. And thankfully, this bozo didn't attack me long enough for me to heal.
Huh?
It's actually at this point in the run that I start to get hit a lot more, and I drink. I get hit more, I drink, get hit more, and drink. So I get to this area, and in preparation for the hardest part of the run, I take a big drink. This This horn means that I will be swarmed by pairs of 2 enemies, non-stop, until I kill all of them. And although I'm taking out the enemies very fast, I'm getting hit a lot. And in turn, having to drink more. %5 left in my bottle. %2. And it seems I've run out of alcohol. Before, I was able to blame my deaths on things that were out of my control, but this time, my own alcoholism was my downfall. Out of shame, I returned to my home and attempted to drink myself to death. And that's when he came. Lil B, the based god. He instructed me to give up my vices, gave me the strength I needed to complete my journey. Thank you, based god. Motivated as ever, I loaded up a new game. My goal was to get through the level as mercilessly and quickly as possible until I got to the first enemy horn. And after some time, I reached a large library. As I was climbing and exploring around, I heard it. And I was not gonna restart this fucking challenge. So I absolutely beat the shit out of everybody in my path. I was hurt and I began to panic. So I had to flee and heal. Please forgive me, base god, but after this, I went back to absolutely dog walking these men and women. It was over. The worst was finally behind me. All I had to do was get to the boat. Unfortunately, after hours of countless dead runs, I had to take my anger out on somebody. A chicken. I named him Lalo and decided that he would finish this journey with me. We descended down this well where we found another enemy, and I decided to throw Lalo somewhere where he would be safe. We continued our descent into the catacombs. We found a castle with even more enemies that I dueled in unarmed combat with Lalo in hand. Completely fair. And finally, we made it to our boat. Lalo and I embraced each other and celebrated. Some of you might be saying, "Oh Jay, how the fuck was that less lethal than fucking stabbing somebody? You kicked him off a fucking cliff." I'm fucking tired. I'm so tired. So please, just shut the fuck up.
What's up, guys? Good evening and shit. It's like 10:49 p.m.